Alrighty now, Archie Thursday, and it's time for Book Chat, and our book in focus today is titled Empowered to Speak by Victor Haruna Francis, a professional speaker and also consultant. He's joined us to talk about this great piece, which is a perfect blend of inspiration, motivation, and also a call to purpose discovery of the person called a speaker. You are welcome. Which is it? Should I call you Victor or Haruna?
Victor is good.
Victor's great now. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the art of speaking. Let's talk about your book here. Very interesting book, Empowered to Speak. Who is this directed at? Everybody? Anybody?
Yes, so this is a book I wrote after a little while of having to coach people and having to train a few hundreds of people. And it started at everyone actually, the employee, the businessman, the guy who has the stage all the time.
Yeah.
And probably the business lady out there who needs to acquire customers or probably needs to make more money.
Okay, very interesting. Now, there is something about the art of speaking.
Yeah.
It might be easy for you, it might be easy for me because we do this every single day, but there are people who are absolutely so nervous. The thought of it, I think you also covered that in one of your chapters here called The Fear of Glossophobia, or Winning Over Glossophobia, which is a fear of public speaking, by the way. What exactly is it with this fear? How come people have such morbid fear, well, maybe not morbid, but this intense fear of public speaking?
Yeah, you see, I get this question all the time when I train and I coach people. And it is such that where you haven't been will probably put you on your feet sometimes. I tell people, the first thing I tell people is, it's normal. Just accept the fact that it is normal. So what is that thing called stage fright? What is that thing called glossophobia? It is how you feel when you are given the stage or when you have the opportunity to meet someone to have a conversation. So part of what I train or what I teach people to do is to say that you befriend it, make it your friend. It's normal. It's to show that you've got adrenaline flowing through you. Yeah. It's to show that you've got blood flowing through your veins. So it is beyond what we say on the set. Yeah. There are more things to be done to get over it.
I often tell people that you have to convert that energy and use it instead. Use it to fuel whatever it is that you're trying to say. And actually you find that it makes it easier for you. Yeah, it could do either. It could paralyze you or it could motivate you.
Yes, so to that, I say always that what you do in the first few seconds of giving the stage or having a conversation with someone determines if it's going to cripple you.
So what should you do?
Before I go into that, one of the things that I say to people is that your ability to maximize every moment is what differentiates good speakers and great speakers. Everybody is good at speaking. Yeah, so when I say everybody is good at speaking, I'm referring to your ability to be able to talk. Yeah, but then not everyone is great at speaking. So your ability to maximize each moment tells us that you're great in your own space. And so someone will say, what can I do to overcome the fear of public speaking? What can I do to glide over glossophobia, the way it is called? Basically, one of the few things that you can do is to prepare adequately. Yeah. So I'm coming on the show this morning. I already went to see how does the show looks like.
Who you're going to be talking with?
Who am I going to be talking with? You know, so enough preparation gives you that place, that seat to say that I'm already used to. I already have an idea of the people I'm going to be talking to, and so it reduces the tension for you a little bit. And then some more things that you can do.
Okay. Now, very interesting. Now, this book covers a lot, and it's a very easy read. You can consume this in a couple of hours, if not just one. Very interesting. But public speaking itself has actually changed over the years. It's evolved. Now we have media that people could actually go on and reach a mass of people. Social media, for instance. Do you find that people still have such concerns about speaking on such platforms? Do they still have that kind of fear? Or is it getting better with the advancements in technology and social media and all of that? Are people getting better at public speaking?
Yeah, so if I would say to that, I would say that the principles are classic. The principles are timeless, regardless of where we find ourselves. The book you're holding is a combination of, like you said earlier, some principles nuggets for life, and then the part that has to do with effective communication as relates to public speaking. And so in the current day, You see us get on Zoom, you see us get on Microsoft Teams, get on Cisco WebEx and the likes of it, and you think that the butterflies are not there. Most of the time, the butterflies are there. I tell you, they are there. So it is to master each of the stages that you find yourself. It is to find a way to say that, how am I going to be able to cope? Who am I even talking to? When you understand that it's not just about you, but about the people that you're probably facing or going to be interacting with, it helps you a whole lot. And then it brings to the fore the fact that it is not dependent on whether you're standing on a stage, a physical stage, or you're probably sitting behind a computer, or you're behind a phone having an Instagram live or whatsoever it is.
So let's talk about engaging an audience now, which you talked about in your 5th chapter, Beyond Tools and Techniques. Engagement is a totally different thing from being able to speak. You can consume all you want and then, you know, give it out there. But being able to hold the attention of your audience, whether it's one person or a mass of people, is also another technique, is also another skill altogether. What does one need to know about that ability? How can you train that ability?
Yes, so one of the things that I say to people when I train and I teach public speaking is to say that beyond what we have written in the book, beyond what you have watched on YouTube, beyond what anybody will say to you, there is that part that has to do with hand-holding. There is that part that says this is how to take the step. There's that part that says that this is how the gaze should be like. There's that part that says this is how the posture should look like. And you know, all of this culminates into how effective your engagement is when you're speaking. It is not just about what you've got to say. If it's content, lots of content out there. People have fantastic things to say.
The technique.
But the technique, the way, the manner in which it is said. I say always that it is not so much about what you say, but so much more about how you say what you say. So that brings to the table for us the part that has to do with engagement.
Well, Victor, I want to say a big thank you for joining us today. This is a very interesting book, and I do suggest that you find and read it. It is Empowered to Speak. Victor Haruna here with us. We've just, well, kind of like reviewed this, and I think that everybody out there, if you are engaged one way or the other, whether virtually or real time, with speaking with people, you need to actually find and read this book. Thank you very much, Victor.
Thank you so
I
much.
look forward to more of your books because I actually enjoyed this one. Well, basically.
I'm doing something on personal finance. I began to talk about personal finance, and I'm seeing that a whole lot needs to be done in that space.
Well, we can't wait to see that one.